But I want to get back to that Kanye thing you said about him being
Maul.
the greatest musical living legend.
Yeah, come on, Maul. Get that nigga.
Do you really feel that way about him? Like he's the
Well,
greatest
he already told us
living
he felt that way.
legend?
Did you guys listen to The College Dropout?
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
I think I stumbled upon it at one point.
Okay.
Yes,
Did y'all
Chance.
listen to Late Registration?
Wait. I want him to keep going. Yes, we did.
Okay.
Oh, you finished?
I'm done.
That's where you stop.
Is it my
That's
turn?
where it is for you.
Is it my
That's
turn?
where it ends for me.
Is it my turn?
You keep going. Keep saying albums.
Have you listened to Yeezus?
I've listened to it, yes. Or you're saying ones that you don't like now.
Have you listened to? I feel like he's been on the decline for a while, and I feel
first
like
album that
I feel
I didn't
like
like
you
from
clearly
Kanye
know
was-
that too because
Yeah.
you went to College Dropout and Late Registration,
Yeah.
and you clearly know that because you were in your head somewhere in Chicago saying, "Damn, that nigga's fucked up. I got to save his whole sound." Like you said that.
Yeah. You're right. Look, man.
No, I'm looking.
How did you?
I preface
And
it
if I
earlier the
take
same
your
way.
verse off of Life of Pablo, like,
I'm good.
yeah, like come on, Chance, give it up. Like part of brotherhood is being able to keep it a buck with your family, with your kinfolk. No,
I keep it a thou wow at all times.
What did you
I'm
tell
just
about Ye
not
then?
Ye. I can't make
I'm going
Ye
to
do
Chicago
nothing,
to
yo.
learn some of this slang.
Come through, yo.
Did you
I'm
like
saying
Ye?
Huh?
Did you like Ye?
Did I like Ye? I did a little bit. I didn't have any a lot to do with Ye. So with Ye,
No.
it was a
I'm
different
asking if
process.
you just like it.
He said no. he said
He
I
said
didn't
no
have
without.
anything to do
He
with
said
that.
he said no without saying no.
It was
Yeah.
a weird. So here's it from Chance's perspective. I had never met Ye for a long time. I was the biggest Kanye fan, and I could say that 10 Day and Acid Rap were very noticeably inspired by
Influenced,
Kanye.
Yeah, absolutely,
For sure.
Kanye never hit me up though.
Of
Kanye
course
never.
not. He didn't need you then.
Never. Right.
He didn't have a phone.
At the time, he hit
That
up
was the
Chief
email era.
Keef, and he did "Don't Like."
Yeah,
and
just-
for the city,
That
that
was-
was a
that was
whole lot of
crazy.
love and
Yeah.
a whole lot of love for Keith.
Yeah.
But a whole lot of people asking me, "Why you think Ye didn't fuck with you?"
That's
So
not fair
I had-
though.
That is fair.
I'm sure that was happening, but I don't think that's fair.
It's not fair for me to have to hear that shit. I agree.
Yeah, but at that point,
It's not fair for niggas.
at
to
that
have
point,
to
Chief
ask you
Keef
that.
was at like the
I'm
top.
saying-
He had changed everything at that point.
I think I'm also just kind of giving a little bit of perspective as to how any artist I think would feel who's inspired by him.
Got it.
That feels like once they meet him, if they work with him in any capacity or he hears of them, that they want a relationship. And I think that's what
Right.
Drake wanted too.
okay.
I think,
course.
I think that's what all of us want. Anybody that's like
I
closer
want
to my
nothing
age.
to do. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Closer to my age, under 40. Well, I don't know how
I'm not
old you are,
40.
actually.
Chance, what's up with you, man? I'm not 40 yet. man.
35, under 35.
Thank you.
Anybody that's under 35, that's how niggas is feeling. So I felt that way, and I really, really wanted to meet Ye, and then I finally met him after a festival that I opened up for him. I played a few of them, and then one of them, I actually got to meet him, and then he invited me to the crib when he started working on Life of Pablo. This is after Yeezus came out, and I told him from the first day that I met him that I wanted to work on Good Ass Job. Good Ass Job was the title that his fourth album was supposed to be when he made 808s and Heartbreak. So I told him what I wanted to do, told him I wanted to do a collaborative project. He said yes. This is back in like 2015. From that point, he invited me back out to work on Life of Pablo. When I came to Life of Pablo, it was a very dark album. There were a lot of things that were getting removed from it that felt like light pieces to me. I was already working on Coloring Book. I had already known what I was on. I was listening to a lot of gospel. I was listening to a lot of just the shit that built me into making Coloring Book. I brought that into the space when he was making Pablo, and that's how Ultralight Beam came to be. And any song that I have writing
Yeah,
credits
you
on of the
saved
5
his
songs,
ass.
you could feel that.
No, you fucking right.
Yeah, before Coloring Book came
And we
out.
didn't feel
Yes.
the shit without your name on it.
But after that project dropped, I made Coloring Book and I had my successes, and then I got back with my girl, and my life has been what it's been since then. It's been great for me, but it hasn't been, I guess, super musically productive, I guess, for other people. Other than if you actually listen to the Christmas Project, which you probably still listen to if you listen to it.
I didn't listen to the Christmas album. I'm not buying a Christmas album.
Tell him about the Christmas album.
It's a good project.
It's a good project
you put one
outside
out,
of Christmas.
Dipset put out Dipset Christmas.
Don't compare my shit. Don't compare my shit to Diplomats.
Yeah, no, it's a
I'm
lot of
not
Jeremiah.
listening to
No, you would
Dipset
like it.
Christmas.
Don't compare my shit to Diplomats. Don't compare my shit to nobody else's shit. Because if you heard my shit, you still listening to my shit right now. Anyways,
talk
I
your
dropped
shit.
these projects. Ye does what he does, and then we get to Ye. And he invited me out. I'm guessing this is around the time of like what's brewing around the Pusha T stuff. I don't guess. I was
Okay,
there.
got it.
I stayed with
Oh,
them.
so you were one of the rappers that was in the studio that Drake is talking about.
No, sir. Not at all. I
Okay.
came after they left. Ye invited me out.
Got it.
And I brought my family and we worked on some tracks. None of the verses that I wrote or anything that I had influence on was on the album.
We can tell.
And I think like you have to understand my perspective of the music is going to be how it affects me and how it affected me or the artist affected me before. So I have a weird understanding of Ye because I stayed there for 2 weeks and then when I left, nothing that I had put forth for the album. I didn't have any verses for me rapping myself, but stuff that I helped working with Ye on. You know what I mean? Like verses and stuff weren't on there. It was different verses that he spit, right? So I have a weird relationship with it because it just came out of nowhere kind of for me.
But that's kind of sort of what Drake was. The situation with him.
Agree.
He was working on some music with Ye, and then he left, went back to L.A. And when he came back, it was like just a room full of like good music artists, and he said everybody was dropping an album in June.
Yeah. That was the kind of space that it was. And so now that all that's done, I'm in Chicago. I had talked to Ye when I was in Wyoming about making this project happen. And he was like, yeah, we'll do a project together. He came to Chicago and on like his third day, he told me way before he made the announcement, like weeks before, he was like, I'm never leaving. And before that also, he hadn't really posted a lot of shit about him being in Chicago. So it was very secret. And as the attention started to grow around it, it kind of made me realize that Good Ass Job was more of a later thing, that he's still working on himself and on Yandi and shit like that.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Chance. By the time Kanye get around a Good Ass Job, will it be worth it still?
I don't know.
So we're gonna invite you back on to ask you if you fucking with your album.